Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, New Me by Hannah. Thank you so much for coming back to me today. This is a bit of a public service announcement, so men, I hope you are listening because I am translating issues from girl world to your world so that you know what not to do. The aim of this video is to give you some of the top things that make us crazy, make us really angry, so that hopefully you can pick up on these things, you can perhaps incorporate some of these issues, and hopefully it'll make your life so much easier in the long term. That's the hope for today. Before we get into the video, as ever, don't forget to click subscribe and the notification bell to get future updates. And if you do enjoy the video, just give it a quick thumbs up and let's just get straight into it. The top thing that I think women complain about men is that you don't listen to us. Ever. I don't know, I saw this program, I think it was My Wife and Kids once, where she was talking at him and all he was hearing was like... So, you do tune us out and we know this, but you must listen to us. Firstly, you need to know what we're talking about. Not all of it's going to be incredible news that we've heard today. Not all of it's going to be, amazing stuff, but you still need to listen, and if you're taking into consideration what she's saying, you're answering back, you will save yourself so many arguments. So literally my first top tip is to listen. The second issue that we have with men is that you don't seem to understand us, and we don't understand why. We don't need you to completely understand where we're coming from all of the time. But we do need you to understand certain things, like when it's the time of the month, just give us some space, like just back off and we won't bite your head off. Understand that we have body issues. Don't always make fun of us if that's your general personality. Sometimes it's funny, yes, but sometimes it's really not, and you could be hitting a nerve that is very delicate. Also, you need to understand that we are on a clock, so if you're with a woman and she is potentially starting to hit the wall, or she's getting to the age where she really wants kids, then just be a little bit understanding of that. Day to day, just understand we need your help. Understand we can't do everything by ourselves. As much as we say it, we don't mean it. We do need your help, we promise you. But generally, just try to get inside your woman's head a little bit more than you perhaps do, because if you try to understand her, if you're asking her questions and you're trying to get into her head, it's one less argument for you and surely one less headache too. I always hear from men that you don't do anything without being asked. It's like you'll do it quite happily, but you have to be asked first. Now, that doesn't fly in girl world, because we don't like to ask for help. Simple as that. So maybe instead of waiting to be asked, you could just do it. If you see something that needs doing, literally just do it. It doesn't take a genius to figure out there are some household chores that you could do. And I think sometimes, I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna get some backlash for this, but men saying that you need to be asked for you to help out is total rubbish. I think that's just an excuse and you need to stop it. Another main problem that girls have is that sometimes, maybe we've got a bit of a self-esteem issue, but sometimes we feel like you prioritize other things. So you can insert the correct label here, but so for example, sometimes we think you go to the gym a lot more than you spend time with us, or you're gaming all the time, or you're watching football or sports more than you spend time with us, or you're hanging out with your friends more time than you spend with us. So just insert whatever thing that you do and just reassure your woman that as much time as you're spending on those things, you have to make a conscious effort so that she does not feel like she's a second priority. A woman always likes to be your top priority, and if you are not putting time in, if things are taking priority above her, we get a little bit irritated and it can make us mad. It's probably going to cause a lot of arguments, so the way to stop the arguments in this case is literally carry on what you're doing. However, perhaps reduce the time slightly, or spend equal time with your girl. That's all we want. We want to be equal, if not more priority to you. My fifth reason that we get mad at you, at men in general, is that you don't show us affection or you're not romantic. And we love things like that. Yes, we understand you don't like it so much. Yes, it might be corny. Yes, you don't want to buy like a big teddy bear from the shop or something to bring home, but you will never understand how much it means to us. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be huge, but a small sign of affection or romance every now and again I promise you will keep us happy. The next one is probably one of the big ones. I'm going to put this in big capital letters. We do not like it when you flirt with other women, whether it is consciously or subconsciously. Stop it. If you are with us, you're with us. Be with us and literally only have eyes for us. We can be cool. We can be like, we understand, yeah, you're gonna, look at other women. But if we're there, don't flirt with other women because one, it makes us feel uncomfortable. And two, it kind of puts us down in a way so that we think you're kind of moving on to the next one while we're still there. Now, yes, this might be illogical. Yes, you might just be a flirty person, but just try to understand your women. And if you are a general flirty person, then try to dial it down a little bit, especially when your woman's with you. That will stop a lot of arguments, I assure you. Another thing that makes women really mad at men about is that you either lose track of what you're doing, you lose direction, you stop achieving your goals, you generally feel like you have no purpose anymore. Yes, there's going to be times in your life where you fall off the wagon and things are going to happen out of your control, and maybe things that you were trying to do get put on the back burner for a little while. And we understand that, that's okay. What we don't understand is if you say you're going to do something, you say you want something, but then you don't follow through, you don't do the steps necessary to actually do it. Women really like men that have clear vision, clear goals, want to achieve things, want to better themselves. So if you were that type of person and you've lost it, and your woman's like getting mad at you for it, then just try to reconfigure your goals and just get back on track. Like, nothing lost, just, get back to what you wanted to do. Women also really hate it when you don't show us off. Now, I'm not suggesting we need to go out all the time. I'm not suggesting, we need to, make public displays of affection and all this kind of jazz. But if you are proud to be with your woman, if you really, really like her, I mean, if you're in a relationship, you should like her anyway, right? But if you're with someone and you're proud of her, then take her out with your friends. Or, not just your friends, because that would be weird. But if there's a party going on, take her with you, or double date. Just make her feel like you're really proud to be with her. It's kind of weird to explain why. Again, it's an illogical thing. But sometimes we feel like we're not good enough. Sometimes we can have really deep thoughts of kind of rejection as well. So just push her up a little bit in her self-esteem and make her feel like you really want her, you're really proud of her, and take her out. My 9th reason why women get mad at men is because you literally don't communicate with us. Why is this? I don't understand. If you are struggling with things, or if you have a lot on your mind, or something going on that is bothering you, why not share it with your woman? I think it's a problem because in girl world, we share everything with our best friends. Like, they know everything about us. They probably know more than you know about us because we share everything. So when you're with a man and he's not sharing things with you, we worry that there's a reason why you're not sharing that with us. Like, are you hiding something? Is there something like really bad that you're not telling us? But if you communicate with us and you share what's on your mind, firstly, you've offloaded, so you'll feel tons better anyway. And secondly, we're quite good at giving advice normally, so maybe trust us with your secrets and we can help you out and figure out a way to kind of make yourself feel better. Now, number 10, as much as you don't communicate what you should communicate, you also communicate what you shouldn't communicate. Does that make sense? You have no filter at all, usually. So, get one. You need to buy one from Amazon or something because you definitely need a filter. Sometimes we need a slightly toned down version of the actual truth. So, whilst we don't want you to lie to us, if we don't look good, you need to tell us we don't look good. But at the same time, try telling us in a nice way. Otherwise, you'll have full-on waterworks happening. So put your filter in, make sure it's switched on, make sure it's working, and it'll avoid so many arguments you will not believe. So there you have it. If you've managed to sit through all of those top 10 tips, you should be very proud. I'm very proud of you for trying to better yourself, for trying to make your woman happy, so well done. If you have got any questions or you want some more tips, please pop me a comment in the box below and I will try to get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe because it's very important. Have an amazing week and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.